Good morning, it's Tanya from TW Fitness. Today I am coming to you from Fort McMurray, Alberta, and I'm really excited to talk to you today about exercising on a budget. One of the things that I get asked all the time or told all the time is, I can't exercise because I can't afford a gym membership, or I can't afford a personal trainer, or I can't afford to join some of the programs or groups that I'd like to be a part of. And in reality, it's never really about the money. And I know for people who are operating on a tight budget right now, you're thinking, she doesn't understand. But in actual fact, I understand very well because, like all of us, we've all had different times in our lives where we have been on a very tight budget. And one of the things that I committed to a very long time ago, about 12 years ago in 2003, 4, when I changed my life through fitness, I had a fitness budget and it was put in my budget and it was non-negotiable. And one of the things that we want to look at is when it comes to cost of certain services, there are lots of ways, which I'll talk about in a little bit, that you can actually exercise without it needing to be overly expensive. But in reality, when something is extremely important to us, we manage to find a way to pay for it, no matter what it is. And I have been able to get my hands on a budget tracker for you from Krista Hines at Sun Life, and you can click the link and you can download that. And one of the things that we often do is that we spend on unimportant things. For an example, a couple of years ago, I wanted to buy a new vehicle, and I thought, oh, I can't afford that. And for a very long time, I continued to say, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. When I actually sat down and really looked at my budget, I realized that there was a substantial amount of money being spent on unimportant things like, coffee and just various small purchases that just didn't need to be there. They weren't essential. And so one of the things that I did was I budgeted for my vehicle. I went over my budget a number of times. And in business, it's also something that I have to do regularly is to set and follow a budget to make sure that we're staying within our fiscal obligations. So when we have something that's extremely important to us, if we budget properly and look at things that are in our day-to-day expenses or expenditures, a lot of things may not actually be that important. So Krista has been very kind to give us a copy of her budget tracker that she works with her clients on. And if you need some extra help in budgeting or any financial planning, Krista is an amazing asset to have in your mix of people. And it's, again, working with her is not really about an affordability issue, because she will actually help you find plenty of ways where you can save a lot of money. So it's never really about the money. It's often about prioritizing what's really important to us. So if we really want something, if you need, to go out and work in a program or work with a personal trainer for a short amount of time even, it's something that I say, it doesn't necessarily have to be in your long-term budget, but when you're first getting started, a lot of the times you don't have the knowledge or the information or the things that you need. And so, budgeting a little bit more in the beginning for a personal trainer or to join a fitness program will give you a lot of the tools and the skills that you need that then you can back off of and go out on your own. Now, if you are in a position where you've done your budget and there is absolutely no wiggle room for you to do that, there are so many different ways that you can do your fitness much more affordable. So some of the things that you want to consider is, if it's absolutely outside of your budget to work in a program or work with a personal trainer, then you still need to look at motivation and prioritizing, because exercise doesn't really require money. I mean, if you have a pair of sneakers, you can get out, you can put those on, you can, you can even get those for fairly reasonable prices right now at secondhand stores, or many of the chains and things like that will offer discounts and stuff throughout the year. So if you get yourself a good pair of sneakers, I mean, you can walk, you can run, there's lots of different things that you can do. Additionally, with the internet right now, we have a lot more affordability options of working with coaches and trainers from around the world, that we don't have to be limited in who and where we coach. So one of the fantastic and exciting things that TW Fitness is actually going to be working on this year is looking at an online platform that's going to be much more affordable. in the $20 to $30 range for most people, where you can get access to workouts 24/7. So we'll be launching that next week, and I'm really excited about it because it does allow people who want to coach with me or one of my trainers to access us at a much more affordable cost from anywhere, 24/7, from your mobile device, from your desktop, from basically anywhere, and you have access to similar workouts that we do in our studio classes, but at a much more affordable price. There are also coaching plans available at an affordable option as well if you are going to be looking into having some extra assistance in terms of nutrition or mindset coaching or things of that nature. So I'm very excited to tell you a little bit more about that next week. But in terms of the internet in general, it's really opened up a lot of things for us that can be more affordable. So if you have a pair of sneakers, I mean, you can go for a walk, you can go for a run. There's lots of ways to stay active. But with YouTube alone, I mean, you can go on YouTube and you can Google, or you can search, various types of workouts, anything from yoga to, high intensity drill training, to boot camp style workouts and stuff. So there's tons of stuff on there. So as long as you have an internet access, you're able to really get on there and find all kinds of different things that you can do for free. Most of which are not even going to require equipment, because we film our videos. Most personal trainers who are filming things for online are filming videos so that people have absolutely no need for equipment that you can do in your living room. So it can really come down to a motivation issue as opposed to a cost issue. And when we start talking about I can't afford it, it's really oftentimes just another excuse, which we delve into a little bit more in a lot of the mindset coaching that we do, in terms of the excuses that we use for not training and not exercising. It's usually not anything to do with time, money, or any of the most common excuses that we use, and it's mostly a lack of motivation issue. So I'm really, really excited to share with you a lot of the ways that you can exercise, on a budget. Facebook and our social media platforms, TW Fitness has a page at TW Fitness, or facebook.com/TW Fitness NL. We're also on Twitter at twitter.com/TW Fitness NL. There are so many motivation sites. I'm filled up in my newsfeed with all kinds of motivation sites that provide me with the motivation and the access with free webinars. Free information is out there absolutely everywhere that you look. So if you're looking for the extra motivation, go on your social media sites, go on Google, look for some free, free different things that you can do. And one of the things that that you'll find very, very beneficial is get in that social network. A lot of us oftentimes when we're trying to change our lives, we don't have necessarily the support in our social network in our current social network that we need. And so if you go out there and you find the right networks of people, then that can be, a huge motivation to you on a daily basis. Join, some free, we've just had a free 30-day challenge offered at TW Fitness. So www.twf30day.com. You can go on, you can log in and sign up, put your name on the list for the next time that we're going to be doing one. It provides you with some healthy meal options. It also provides you with a daily motivation that's coming in through your news feed on Facebook and Twitter. And it also provides you with daily workouts that you want to do over the course of 30 days. So just at TW Fitness alone, we offer a massive amount of daily motivation. But there are hundreds of thousands of other companies out there worldwide that the internet has now opened up for us to be able to be involved in their networks. So any things that you want to do, you can go on your social media, you can go on Google, and you can find those groups that you can join for free. So between YouTube, the workouts that you can download and look at from YouTube, TW Fitness is going to be having an online platform that's going to allow you to gain access to workouts and nutrition and meal plans for a very minimal fee, around between $20 and $30 a month. We're not the only ones who are doing this. There are lots of other companies out there. So, it's a great way to have it very affordable, coming to you constantly, and to be involved in those networks and those social, the social media platforms, as well as the online training platforms that you can be a part of. Grab a pair of sneakers, get a workout buddy that's going to, meet you for a walk or a run, using park benches. I mean, you can do squats, you can do lunges, you can do deadlifts, you can do push-ups. I mean, you can do all kinds of things that are absolutely free. So really, it's never a cost issue. It's typically a motivation issue. So now, if you do want to work into a more higher end program or have a personal trainer, to help you. There is going to be a link you can click on to do your budgeting. I highly suggest you do this anyway, even if you're not trying to budget for, fitness or a personal trainer. But in actual fact, if you're the type of person that is often saying, I can't afford this, or you're wishing for something different, in terms of what you want to have in your life, then the budgeting is a huge part of that. And, I know this sounds very cheesy, but failing to plan is planning to fail. And so no matter what you're doing in terms of your budget, you really want to be able to get in there and figure out what you can and can't afford. So then if something comes available that you're interested in doing, you can have the money set aside, or at least you know exactly where your budget is to know what you can or can't afford, and that you don't find yourself signed up for a program that you couldn't afford, or that you've signed up for a program that perhaps you could have done, a next level up, where you're going to get that more individualized approach to different things that you're doing. But if you've done your budget, or for various reasons that it's just not right now in the budget for you, then get involved in some of these social media sites, because you really want to keep that motivation high, and that's really what's going to be the game changer for you. So I'm very excited. Click on the link below, grab the budget tracker, just so that it's great for your own benefits and things like that. But I'm also very excited to share with you some of those low cost and budget friendly ways that you can still stay fit, stay active, without actually spending a huge amount of money. Enjoy your day.